Hi everybody, welcome to my progress video. This is 2026, my 6-month update. So here's a video clip of me getting 1.4 bill EXP, just a nice clean round number at that valley spot. Next clip here is me getting 70 million cooking. I'm still cooking some of the fish I got from trawling throughout the year. Next is an image of me getting 75 mil cooking. Then here is a fun clip. This is me getting 200 mil range. This was my third 200 mil in the account, and probably my last 200 mil for quite a while. Woohoo. Here's a little clip of me getting 80 mil farming, still grinding towards that 100 mil goal for 2026. 85 mil Slayer, I'm still working on Konar. 80 mil cooking, still grinding that. 80 mil mage, getting this from barrage tasks from Slayer. 80 mil attack, I do a ton of melee Slayer and working on that attack. Here is a clip of me getting 100 mil cooking. This one's pretty big, halfway to 200 mil, and probably my last big milestone on cooking for at least a little bit. I took quite a big break after I got 100 mil here. 85 mil attack, still grinding Slayer. 90 mil farming, as always, still spending all my money on EXP. Here is an image of me getting 1.5 bill EXP, doing a good job of getting those round numbers. Here's 40 mil woodcutting, doing this at Ironwoods. 20 mil fletching, I was really close here, just wanted to round this out. And then onto sailing. This is a backlog of stuff, starting with a bottled storm over at the Krakens. Broken Dragon Hook on the Great White Sharks, well before the recent update. And then onto trawling, starting with a giant blue krill. Then onto the golden haddock. Moving over to the orange fin. And then back to Krakens, I got the Inky Pate. This was about 700 KC, so I got quite lucky. And then I really spooned here, getting the angler paint while hunting for the halibut. And of course, here's me getting the halibut. Then here's a little clip of me getting my second angler paint while hunting for the halibut. This is crazy lucky, but nothing tops this one. I got a swift marlin from I think it's a glistening shoal while hunting for this part, the purple fin, and that finished off trawling for me. So here's a clip of all the fish I collected. I got really lucky, just about on rate for the krill with a couple extras. Went a little bit over rate on the orange fin. Then got pretty lucky on the, that was a haddock. Got lucky on the orange fin. Definitely went over rate on the halibut, but nothing too crazy. Went over rate on the purple fin, but also not that bad. And of course, I spooned the marlin. I have spent 0 time on marlin shoals, so that was all free. And of course, I got those 2 angler paints. And onto some pets for the year. Here's me getting the scurriest pet. AFK Blood Barraged, and really happy to get this one, although I missed the AFK nature, and that's pet 37. And here's just me showing off the log. Not that there is much of one. And then onto my next pet of the year, the beef, Brutus came out. Super lucky here. I honestly didn't even have much of a reaction. I didn't think this was going to be a 1 in 3k pet. Got crazy lucky. Pet 38. And that's all the pets I've gotten so far on the year. On to some collection logs. Starting off with the Aquanite Tendon, part of the sailing dump. Got this one fairly quickly. Got Definitive Prestige. This was pretty big. I went over 1,000 for this. On to Revenants. Here's me getting the Vigor's Chain Mace. Then the Amulet of Avarice. and then the Ancient Relic. And this got me green lock on Revenants, which is crazy. Here's an image of everything. I got no dupes of all the weapons and the Avarice. Just absolutely insane. And that part up top shows I got these all within like 2 days of each other. It was awesome. I'm so happy to be done with Revenants forever, putting me quite close for Willy completion. And next, onto some clue collection logs. Starting off with a Gilded Full Helm from an Elite clue. Really happy to get this, another Elite to the collection. And even more happy is this is my second piece of Tuxedo, the light bow tie. And then finally from Masters, the Ceridome and Godsword ornament kit. And here is my temple from the first 6 months, just catching up on EXP, collection logs, and other KCs and stuff. So far I'm at 143 mil EXP on the year. A lot of that's coming from attack. As I said before, I got that 35 mil cooking. I've done a good amount of wood cutting so far this year at 11 mil. I'm hoping to double that and hit 50 mil this year. I've done a decent amount of mining at 2 mil, mostly from calcified and some shooting stars. And obviously the two big ones that are driving this are Slayer at nearly 13 mil so far. I'm feeling pretty good about hitting the 100 mil Slayer goal this year, but I want to finish Konar even more than I want to get that EXP goal. And then obviously farming, still doing farming, trying to hit 100 mil and see how far past that I go. Next is some of the miscellaneous stuff. I haven't done that many clues this year, mostly easy clues, as I'm still trying to finish off that last collection log slot, and a decent amount of mediums and hards, and opening elites and masters every once in a while. I've got a couple of mimics, still missing that Ring of Third Age, and every once in a while I'll send some Volcano to try to get those collection logs too. And then here are my ranks for my skills. I'm at I passed 1.5 bill EXP, and obviously my 200 mils locked in. That 100 mil cooking looks pretty nice, and kind of my next short-term goal is to get 100 mil attack to get that to the next digit. I'm sort of getting close with magic. I might be able to get that this year. Then looking at Slayer and farming, both going to get those to 100 mil this year. Really happy to see that Slayer rank keep going down at 753 currently. That has continued to go down when I get EXP. However, my total EXP, my rank like really struggles to go down. Then it's just the boss KCs. I don't really have much update. I've done barely any bossing this year. I think the one that I started picking back up is King Black Dragon. I've been AFKing that, and I just passed sub 1000 rank, putting me at a couple sub 1000 ranks. I've got my Cerberus rank, which I've had for a while. King Black Dragon. Scotizo is kind of nice. I'm gonna be always bumping this up as I do clues. Then the next one is a Mox, which is really, really close. I will definitely get this to sub 1000, and same with Royal Titans. I think this will be sub 1000. And then obviously I greenlocked Brutus, so low KC here. And the Maggot King just came out when I was taking these screenshots, and I haven't done any KC with it yet. Then finally my clue ranks. I've been at a similar-ish rank for a little bit, and it's like 600-ish range. Easy clues at almost sub 500 as I push this up higher and higher. Hard clues at nearly 600, and elites and masters are, the 750 type range. And that's it for my first progress review of 2026, the sort of halfway through the year. Hopefully I'll be making another one sooner than this. This is my first time recording a video and editing it with any kind of software. I tried using DaVinci Resolved, kind of a fun little side project. So thanks for listening.